So I hope you liked last week that we were going international with everything. If you haven't seen it, I did a video on Selena Gomez. I've done Harry Styles. Who else was it? Gabrielle Guevara and Nicole Wallace. We did Dua Lipa. And I think I'm forgetting somebody else in there. But yeah, we did a couple of like Jun Ki. Yes, that was his name. So we did a little bit of everywhere. Oh, William and Kate as well. So these are all requested videos as well. And this week I'm going to just kind of continue with some other requested videos. This week we're going to do, you should see Megan Thee Stallion and Chris Brown come up. So I'm going to try to get those two done today. So yeah, if you haven't seen those, you haven't caught those videos yet, go back and watch them. People really are enjoying the Zayn Malik and the Harry Styles readings. So yeah, just hop on that bandwagon and look at them as well. With all of that being said, I'm sorry I started bragging on what I was doing and not introducing myself first. Hello everyone, I am LotusMaje. If you are new here, if you aren't, welcome back. As I always say, come on in, grab a seat, enjoy your tea, and suss out the vibes. I am a self-taught diviner, so I'm always interested in like the little tidbits and things like that people pick up on readings that I may not even notice or pay attention to at the time, and I always go back and kind of look at them as well. So it's nice to see that some people are picking up on things that I picked up on, but I didn't have the words for it, or I, was too afraid to say it because of lawsuit reasons, which is a nice segue into my disclaimers. So as you can see along the bottom of this screen here, as well as in my description box below, and I am stating verbally now, triple seal, all statements made in this video are alleged for entertainment purposes only. They are based on hearsay, rumors, opinions, my own personal opinions. It is not something you should take to heart or as fact. If you do not know, showing you now, this is a tarot channel. So you should never use tarot as anything for any professional choices, whether they are legal, financial, or health. Please go to those people who hold those degrees, those professions, people who have those experiences in those particular fields. Do not use it for any professional reasons. So this is why I do mines on kind of like celebrities, because they're public figures and it's just kind of like a learn as you go kind of thing. It's the whole reason why I started this channel. I learn, you learn, we learn, and we move on. Maybe get a little kiki and then just move on to the next thing. So tarot is something that disturbs your spirit, is along with astrology and things like that. If the esoteric woo-woo talk kind of disturb you, I'm letting you know now. Click off. Thank you for the view. Find something else, another corner of YouTube that you can potentially find something to go down the rabbit hole on. This isn't the channel for you. So with all of that being said, let's get into this reading on Megan Thee Stallion. I would say the last thing I really heard about her is that she is back in the studio. Of course, everyone has heard that Tory Lanez has been sentenced to 10 years now. Yep, he's doing 10 years in prison. He may be getting deported. I don't know. I haven't really been trying to keep up on that because I feel like it's been dragging on for 4 years now. So I know with legal matters, sometimes that can just happen, but yeah. I have my own personal opinions about the whole situation, which is, yeah, I think Tory should be serving his time. Is 10 years a lot? Absolutely. Did we get the full story? No, I don't think he deserved 10 years because I think even from the trial and everything, some of the stuff that was made public, it doesn't seem like we were getting the whole story. Kelsey wanted immunity. I think she was hiding things. I'm not even going to say allegedly. She was hiding things because otherwise, why would you need immunity unless you were going to say something on the stand that you thought was going to get you in trouble, Tory decided not to get on the stand and tell his side of things. Like he was hiding something. It felt like him and Kelsey were trying to like hide stuff, or Kelsey was kind of trying to throw the blame on him because she was not trying to go to jail. It felt like it was some other stuff going on, like maybe 1501, or this is all my personal opinion. Like I don't know if it was, allegedly 1501 was trying to throw dirt on Megan in the midst of this, because I believe she's still going through litigation with them as well, trying to get out of that contract or win money back or something. And I don't know if Rock Nation has something to do with it, because allegedly Rock Nation has beef with Tory Lanez. Who knows? It just felt like it was a whole lot of convoluted mess going on with this trial. So I don't think he deserves 10 years. I do think he deserves time, though. And I think I think the other thing now is that Megan is also trying to go after Kelsey for I think it's just allegedly, I think she's just kind of being vindictive about it, but I think there is some things about this that makes Kelsey, it paints Kelsey in a bad light, if you ask me. So yeah. So with this, I guess we're going to see kind of just what comes out. This is basically going to be a vibe check, a vibrational check, an energy reading for Megan Thee Stallion. And we're going to just see what we get out of this, because I want to ask about the studio situation. I would ask about the trial, but I feel like that's just here and gone. So let's just see where she is mentally, spiritually, physically right now with her whole career. But yeah. Just thought I would catch y'all guys up on some things, at least the ones that I know about. Usually I'm behind on this, so you may know more, and feel free to share it down in the comments, because I try to not keep up on too much of the blogs. I don't want it to color my readings and potentially bring more bias than I need to have in this. So I try to not get caught up in all of that. How is Megan feeling? Mine. Okay, mine. How is Megan feeling physically? How is Megan feeling physically? Source, right? Spirit, can you see how Megan is feeling physically? That was one card that wanted to come out, but let's see. How is Megan feeling physically? Let's do this. How's Megan? I keep getting like 5 cards I want to flip over for physical feeling. How's Megan doing physically? Let's ask that question. Okay. Ooh, feeling like the Fool. The Star, the Fool. How is she feeling spiritually? How's Megan Thee Stallion? Miss Pete feeling spiritually? And this is how she is feeling spiritually. Okay, when I see the 7 of Cups, because it means to me, it means multiple choices, you know, having to pick and choose one. And then she also has the Fool here for how she's feeling physically. And the Fool is usually like jumping off and taking the leap of like faith into something. She's still in like this confusing energy. Spiritually, she still doesn't know what to do. Pat up her passions. Ace of Wands in reverse. And I know on this one it doesn't really show it, but Ace of Wands could also speak to adult activities. We'll say that. Consenting adult activities. Wait, what else does she have on here? And the 9 of Cups. Followed by the Sun in the upright, though. Yeah, I feel like there is, if you haven't seen my reading on Sweetie, I'm gonna link it up here. But she kind of gives me that same feeling Sweetie had of like feeling regretful. I don't want to say ashamed, but feeling regretful that some of the things she's done in her private life has become such big public discussion. I think she would have rather had kept a lot of that like to herself, or kept it as something where she could plausibly deny. She could potentially deny or confirm it if she ever wanted to on her own terms, and not having to own up to it just because it became a big spectacle because of something else she did or because of someone else. So that's understandable. the feeling like the fool physically, like that also makes sense as well. Like, did I choose, like, it kind of just feels like, did I choose wrong at some of the people I was around? Did I choose wrong at some of the people that I engaged with on a consensual adult activity matter? Like, did I, was I just really going off of my emotions and stuff at the time and not really thinking things through, which is crazy to me because she's like an Aquarius. I would think you would think a lot of that stuff through. So that's pretty interesting that that comes up. And then you also have the star. What does she want to let go, get away from? I wonder if this also has something to do with her mom as well, because the star could sometimes, I think of the what is that, the hoodoo tarot, where the star is literally like your grandparents. So I wonder if this is speaking to like her ancestors, people who's passed on. It could speak to her grandmother, her mother, like the people she no longer um isn't her father no longer with her as well. I wonder if it's just her speaking to, she wish she had those people she knew who always had her best interest at heart, whether she was right or wrong, you know. So I wonder if that's what the star is. But let's get into this some more. And get in. Let's get in. Let me one good bridge stuff. Okay. A hopeful fool with not many choices. So definitely looking for some spiritual replenishment. Let's see if we're gonna get anything else. We also have Spirit of the North. I'll get one more card here. This pops right up. Sacred Temple. Yeah, Sacred Temple. When I see this always makes me think like it's body, body, body. And no, I'm not about to sing her song. It popped up in my head. Da 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 da. I really wanted to sing it, but that's as close as we gonna get. I do have to read on this one card. Like Spirit Weaver makes me think of like spiritual alignment, but I want to go in here and read it really quick because I typically don't pull this card a lot. So this cards read that this card has come to you as a gentle reminder of your power. You are capable of attaining any life you choose. If you are seeking wealth, love, or healing, know that all this and more is within your grasp. The first step to manifesting a fulfilling life is believing you can. If you seek the good, good will seek you in return. But if you focus only on the bad, then that is what you will find. And she is definitely doing a lot of reflection, I think. A lot of reflection. If I had did this, if I had did that, what if I didn't do this? What if I didn't do that? What if so and so was still here? What if it wasn't? What if I chose to do this instead of that? I could see all of that here. And to me, again, it speaks to a lot of the people that she has brought in her vicinity. I don't know if it's just like it could be partners she's been with. I don't know if it's people she's chose to engage with business, because those things read so close together. But yeah. And so the Spirit of the North, it says it speaks to initiate you into the energy of strength, stability, practicality, and resourcefulness. When this archetype enters in your life, it is a call to bring your awareness back to everyday mundane tasks. She has to start finding her way back. All the references to songs that is coming up in this, and I'm trying very hard not to sing them. But yes, if you haven't seen my reading that I did with like her, Beyonce, and Jay-Z, I'll link that up here, because this was pretty much the same feeling that came up there. I don't think much has changed with her. I think she's still working through a kind of like barrier or blockage that she's kind of in right now because of everything else that's been going on. I think she's been worried about everything else, a lot of things that has unfolded in her personal life, to where she hasn't really focused too much on possibly like on her craft. I don't think she really cares right now. Again, and what I said in the previous one when I was reading on her, Beyonce and you know, Beyonce, Jay-Z and her, I was getting a feeling that she's wanting to look into doing more philanthropic stuff, or probably getting back into the thing where she said she was, I think when it was a documentary or something like that, where she was talking about doing housing for those who can't get housing down in Houston and things like that. And I know Beyonce is also working on something like that too. I think it's called like Parkwood Apartments or something. I don't know. Allegedly, but these are all things that I think she's looking at other avenues that she can do right now to kind of like refill her cup, re-energize her, because I think the music industry and a lot of the energies that she was bringing in, or that was attracted to her when she was kind of like doing the music, has really made her feel like she needed cleanse. So I think she's probably trying to step out of that and look at other things as well. So this makes sense for me. And again, the sacred temple just speaks to like, my body is my temple. Like, I'm trying to care for my body. Let's see what else is going to come up here. We have Pluto, transformation. Oh, okay, and these ones to come out. I seem to always keep getting Uranus for a lot of these celebrity readings lately. I don't know what's up with that. Because yeah, so Pluto speaks to, yep, that transformation speaks to renewal, evolution, composting, cycles, death, rebirth, subversion, suspicion, obsession, intensity, reckoning, taboos, clearing, and extremes. To me, it seems like there is some karma she is having to serve out, and I think right now this is just is Megan like going, is she like 27, 28? Because this feels like your Saturn return kind of energy. Like, you know how you go through that harsh time when you're like 27? Is she like 27 or something? I don't remember how old she is. But like this kind of the energy, like I'm going through my Saturn return. There's those karmic lessons that I'm having to go back and revisit. It's those things from those hard lessons from my what is that? Your south node that's coming back up again for me to get to lean more into my north node, my spiritual alignment, what I'm supposed to be stepping into my, you know, purpose kind of feeling. Like that's what it feels like. And then she also has Uranus revolution. Why both of them in reverse? Is she trying to delay it, or trying to not have it happen? She's struggling with it. Yep, and again, this speaks to breakthroughs, innovation, humanitarianism, reform, surprise, freedom, experimentation, rupture, edge, diversity. And then she have 11th house, the edge, friendship. A word, friendship, group creativity, community, humanity, hope, tribe, festivals, discoveries, common goals, startups, rebellion, experimentation in the future. And see, this is also in the middle. I felt it was necessary to put that in the middle with the Fool, how she's feeling physically, her body, the community she has wrapped around her, people she's been involved with, she's been in connection with. There's something she's revisiting or looking back on when it comes to her friendships, and maybe there's certain people she is not pushing out of her life that need to be removed. If you hear the lawnmower or whatever in the back, sorry about that. They're doing lawn, so you're just gonna have to hear it. And yeah, this is all getting into her mind, transformation, spirit weaver. I don't think she's stepping in her true purpose, and I think she's trying to find that again. The Seven of Cups with Uranus, revolution, the spirit of the north, and this is getting back into the mundane. I don't think she knows exactly what her mundane, her everyday activities, things she should probably do for money, things she should do for joy, now moving forward. I don't think she knows what those things are anymore, or how to go about moving forward from that, especially now that probably a lot of people she's discovered, and it seems like the general public has seen this, where it seems like a lot of the people in the industry don't seem to mess with her like that, or like her like that, or have said very not so nice things. That's the only way I can say it. Not so nice things about her. And I think she's finding out like people aren't really who they say they are. And to be honest, I don't think Megan is really who she says she is, because it seems like she throw rocks and try to hide her hands. Just how it's looking publicly on the stage, you know, allegedly. So I think she's yeah, there's some reckoning here, and I think she's having trouble struggling through that, dealing with that. So yeah, it just looks like there's some changes, some big ones that is coming up for her. And I think once she discovers what her passions is again, this also kind of can read the allegedly depressive. This kind of can read depressive to me. And I think she's probably also looking for ways to let it out. Like I think before she was able to like cover it up with the drinking and the the consenting adult activities and things like that. I think she was able to let all of that free and to release and kind of think clearly for a moment with those kind of like vices. But now she has to find like a more healthier vice, because she has been so shamed, at least by the general public, maybe even by some of the people personally. She has just been so shamed and questioned about her virtue and who she is because of the things she was doing previously. And I think now she's facing those consequences of that. And so now she's struggling with like how to change those vices. What's more socially acceptable, or what's a more healthy way of releasing those things. And I think until she finds those, she's gonna kind of struggle for a minute. Let's see her underlying energy with, what did I say? It feels like she's going through her Saturn return. North Node, it says soul school. Look at all this soul stuff we got here. We have learning curve, fulfillment, purpose, maturing, experiencing, fruition, North Star, development, practice, path, beacon, blossoming, becoming, integrity, and journey. And she also has Mars. And you know, Mars speaks to kind of like take charge. What's your passion? What's those consenting adult activities you can kind of do that's healthy? What makes you excited? What was the other deck that I just had? Did I read the underlying card for this one? Gatherer. She and this again speaks to I have to start sourcing or outsourcing my happiness. Not my happiness, but I need to start looking for and this going out, discovering out external points of like validation or things that like feed into my happiness to help fill my cup so that I can drink from it again, because right now it's very empty and I have to find something to fill it again. So she has the gatherer, and then she has the shift. Again, a lot of this speaks to, yep, and then she has spirit of the West underneath. Water. So emotionally, spiritually, she's feeling very drained. And to me, it feels like she's going through a Saturn return. If all of you don't know what a Saturn return is, I pretty much explained it in simple terms here. Your Saturn return, you usually face it around like when you're about anywhere from like 26 to like 29. You usually have your Saturn return, and it's pretty much like all of those, it's like the first one you have is pretty much facing all of those life lessons that you have learned up until that point, to see if you are still struggling with those things that are in your South Node. But basically, like that's kind of like what your Saturn return is. It's those things that you struggle with in the past, or in your previous life, or in previous lifetimes. You know, things that you kind of struggle with in your past, or those wounds that you have gathered from when you were younger, that you are, that the galaxy, the cosmos, the heavenly bodies are realigning in those same exact positions where all of those things are coming back again, and you're going to have to struggle and get through it. And right now with her, if this is what I'm picking up on, if it is her Saturn return, I feel like this is a very tough time to kind of deal with it, because you also have to deal with things like, what is it? I think Uranus and Pluto are both moves right now. It's, you know, we're getting into the age of Aquarius. We're getting out of the delusion of the Pisces, and things are being revealed, things are being repealed. You're starting to recognize and realize a lot of things about oneself. So I think this is kind of like a very strong, I think this is like Saturn return 10th power. Like, she's gonna really have to struggle and get through it. So shout out to all of you all who are going through it right now during this time, because it is difficult. So yeah, to me, it just feels like she struggled with, like, where do I find my purpose? Where do I find my drive? I'm also dealing with a karmic lesson at this point. I'm dealing with a lot of, like, I don't want to say, I kind of want to say shame, but I don't think the shame is coming from internally. I think a lot of people has made her feel shamed about the things she did, because I think she would have went on and thinking it was fine, especially if she was around the right people. Like, people were like, okay, girl, you was young and you was living your life. You was out here thotting and bopping and whatever. Like, do you? But I think because of, you know, the color of her skin and the type of woman she is, the things she's raps about, because a lot of people really love Tory Lanez, and, you know, that whole case just seems like it was wrapped up in a lot of whole other things that we have really lost the sense of, like, really getting to the bottom of it and finding out the truth. I think a lot of people are projecting their hate and frustration onto her because she's like the survivor, unfortunately. And so I think she's just struggling with a lot of, like, regret and remorse because of external things. And so yeah, she's feeling like, should I have did this differently? What if I didn't say this? What if I didn't do that? Am I wrong? And let's be fair. We have to be fair here. I'm all about being fair. Yes, Megan, you did some things wrong, and I'm pretty sure those who are around you did things wrong too. I mean, it takes two to tango. People, all of us make wrong decisions every day. Like, it just is what it is. So yeah, wish you luck, Megan. If you are going through your Saturn return right now, because that's just essentially what this feels like to me. I hope you do find your passions and your intrigue again. I hope you do find somebody who loves you for you and not acting like they're holier than thou. Like, they don't have a adult activity history. Like, as long as you're being safe, as long as you're being careful, you are being choosy on who you're being with, I don't think it's a problem. Me personally, that's just my personal opinion. And it really isn't all of our business. It's not my body, so I don't care. So yeah, I do wish her luck. Again, I've stated my own personal opinions on the whole Tory versus Megan trial. If, you know, in which I say personally, on my own opinion, I think Kelsey is guilty of something. You know, if she is going after Kelsey, I hope Kelsey faces her just desserts as well. You know, allegedly, let it all work out like it needs to. And let all parties have to deal with the fallout of what they did, the choices. I mean, whether Kelsey has a family or not, it's people out here every day who have a family and they still be out here making bad repercussions. And if Kelsey don't face it, you know, karma has a way of having come around and it'll get your kids. So I would rather take it on than it pass on to my kids. That's my karma. Let me pick up the stack and I'll have to go on my children. So yeah. Now that I went off on a tangent, I'm going to wrap this up here. This is all I'm getting from Megan. Let me know if there's something additional you wanted me to add to this. Again, I've already done like 2 readings on Megan before. And so this is like the 3rd one. So I wasn't expecting to get much more. But, you know, because this was a requested video, I did it to see kind of like where she is now. And really, most of it hasn't really changed from the previous readings that I've had. So, yeah. With that, again, wish Megan luck. Thank you for the suggestion. and I'm going to move on to the next one. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see the next time I upload. And with that being said, I wish you all a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.